Hello, it's Fabio Maspina with Patriots on the Fly. Today I'll show you to tie the Crazy Charlie. Hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you next week.
Already we're gonna tie a Crazy Charlie. I already put hook on my vise is a Daiichi 2546 size 6 saltwater hook. I'm going to use some white um, ultra thread in size 140. I am going to lay a base of thread about one eyelet away from the eyelet of the hook. I'm gonna cut the butt end of the thread. Already cut a set of bead chain eyes. This is size medium. These are silver, and you want this to be about one eyelet, one length away from the eyelet of the hook. So somewhere around there. I'm gonna secure these with some figure eight wraps. I'm gonna go under the bead chain eyes, over and around, and again under. Then you can use some cement, super glue. I'm gonna use some UV resin. I put a generous amount there. I'm gonna let that soak in for a second, and then I'm gonna cure it with my UV light. We want those bead chains to stay where they are, so that the fly moves correctly through the water, hook point up. Then I'm gonna get some mylar. This is a pearl color. I'm going to secure this right behind the bead chain eyes over the hook shank. And I'm gonna come down to where the bend of the hook starts. Then I'm going to get some vinyl rib. This is clear. You can use pink if you're gonna tie some in pink. Again, this is got a D shape, and so we want the flat side. What we want is that flat side to lay against the hook shank. And again, I'm gonna tie this right behind the bead chain eyes. Then I'm gonna move my thread back towards the eye of the hook, and I'm gonna start palmering the mylar. And the reason we are putting the mylar is that we want that mylar shiny, pearlish, pinkish color to shine through the vinyl rib that we're gonna be adding in a second. And then I can lock that mylar down. I'm gonna cut the excess off like so, and now I'm gonna palmer the vinyl rib to create the body for this shrimp. And as you can see, that the pearl mylar that we added, how it shines through this material. Then I'm gonna lock that vinyl rib in place. I'm gonna turn my hook upside down. I'm gonna cut that vinyl rib off. Already, then I have white calf tail here, and I'm going to I'm gonna cut some of the fur off, and we're gonna use this fur to make a wing. You can use craft fur, you can use Arctic fox tail, you can use different materials. So I cut pretty good amount here. We want this to be a little, maybe 1.5 times the length of the hook shank. I'm gonna hold this by the tips. I'm gonna pull all these short fibers out. I'm gonna measure this again. Yeah, I think that should do it. I'm gonna cut the butt ends off. I'm gonna lay these at an angle. I'm gonna make a couple of loose wraps here. Then I'm gonna pull on the air, and I want those butt ends not to cover the eyelet of the hook, like that. I'm gonna cinch this down. Okay, so now I'm gonna get some pearl crystal flash. I'm gonna get a couple of strands. I'm gonna cut these enough. I don't need this whole piece here. I'm gonna wrap these around my thread. I'm gonna lift them up and then use my bobbin tension to lay them on top of the hook shank and in the middle of that calf hair. Then I'm gonna use my whip finishing tool to finish the fly. I'm gonna make 2 whip finishing touches here. I can cut this thread off. Then I'm gonna get some more of that UV resin and apply some right over the thread here. Make sure that I don't cover the eyelet of the hook. I'm gonna let that soak in for a second, and then I'm gonna use my UV light to cure the resin. Like so. I did end up putting some UV resin into the eyelet of the hook, and I'm gonna use my bodkin to get that out, so that when I use the fly, I don't have, it's gonna get easier for me to get my tippet through it. Alrighty, so let me set this up. I'm gonna turn this upside down. So there's the final result, the Crazy Charlie. As you remember, we put the bead chains on the bottom because this fly is gonna ride hook point up. So it's gonna fish right this way. So I hope you enjoy the video, and we'll see you next week.